Hi, it's Jackie from Raise Your Vibe and Thrive Society, and in today's video we are talking about freebies and lead magnets. So this has come from a couple of questions that I've received in the Raise Your Vibe and Thrive Society membership from one of the members, and she's asked about growing her email list using a freebie. I guess it needs a form creating that I can share, and also I need to create a landing page, sales page. It's more about how to link it, have it as a plugin, as some have called it, to the website. And she's using a WordPress website with an Elementor theme. So first and foremost, what is a freebie? So a freebie, you may have heard the term as a lead magnet. So it's something that you give away for free to get people to sign up to your mailing list. So it could be, you know, a PDF on top tips. It could be a journal, a planner, ebook. There's a whole host of different things that you can use as freebies. But I'm going to answer these questions that have been asked in kind of in reverse, because the last question was asking about a landing page and a sales page, and that's actually the most important part of it. So if you are going to be doing this freebie, people need to go somewhere to be able to sign up for it. So this is where you would create this landing page or a sales page, which is the same thing, on your website. So if you don't have a website, you could do this depending on the email database system that you're using. I teach people on MailerLite. So in there, you can create a landing page within MailerLite. But if you have got a website, then there is no point in creating a sales page in a different platform. You know, we want to keep things as you know, succinct, everything together, so that if you've got a list of freebies, people can just find them on your website when they go on there. So that would be the first thing, is to create the landing page or the sales page on your website. You then need to get them to be able to sign up to that freebie that's on that sales page. So this is where you go into, and I'm just going to use MailerLite because that's the system that we use. So you go into MailerLite, you will create a form. There are two ways of doing this. You can either create an embed form in MailerLite. You would then use that embed code into your sales page. That would then create a form on your sales page that people can just sign up to. So that's one way of doing it. You could also just create just a group in MailerLite, which you would have to do anyway. If you're in the membership, if you're in the Raise Your Vibe and Thrive membership, this is all covered throughout the whole of the training. So some of it you might not quite follow or understand. But it's, so we need to link the two, okay? So the other way is, in WordPress, you have what are called plugins. One plugin is called the Bloom plugin, and this creates a form that you can use. And you then link that to your MailerLite. So it will link to the system. It will then link to the group in MailerLite that you've created for the freebie. This will then create either a pop-up form. So somebody will, you may be on your sales page, it says download now. You click that button, a pop-up comes up, and they fill in their details. That then sends those details to MailerLite. Okay, that is using the Bloom plugin to do that. Or as I said, you could just literally use the embed code from MailerLite. I've used both, and I had some glitches with Bloom. I was finding where people were trying to click on the button and nothing was happening. So I've actually, and sometimes what happens when you've got a WordPress website and you've got lots of plugins, they clash with each other. So one plugin might stop something else from working, and it's quite complex to try and find out which plugin it is that's causing the chaos in the back end of the system. So I just decided to not use the Bloom plugin anymore. So I use the embed link. So the way that you create the form in MailerLite will mirror how it looks on your website. So rather than you having the sales page and it says download now button, you would actually have like a mini version of a sign up form straight on that sales page, okay, with like the GDPR link and everything on there. Then what you have to do is then make sure that when they sign up, they then receive the freebie. So if you've, for instance, created a PDF or an ebook or something, you would then upload that to Google Drive. You then go into Google Drive to get the shareable link. Make sure it's the public one and not the private one. Then you go to your MailerLite system and you create an email that will then trigger them receiving this. It's done under automation. So once they've put their details in, that links to the group, and there's an automation set up in MailerLite that then triggers that email to go out to them, and you've put the link in from the Google Drive. So within the body of it, you would say, thank you for downloading my XYZ. You can find it here. And you would put in the link to the Google Drive, which is how they then get the PDF. I know a lot of this might sound a little bit complicated, but it is fairly straightforward once you understand the mechanics of it. Okay, so this is a very simplified version of it. We would need to go in, as I say, into more detail to work out how, you know, for you to get this from one site to another, depending on your website. Because I say, you know, this particular member is using WordPress with the Elementor theme. I use WordPress with a Divi theme. It's very similar, and the plugins will work the same. But equally, most of the themes, and I'm sure, I definitely know that Divi does, and I think Elementor will do as well, they will probably have their own way of creating a form for you. So when you are creating the sales page, when you're adding the elements into it, there will be one that's like mailing link or MailerLite link or something like that you click on. That will then allow you to put the codes in, and it will create you a form that probably looks a little bit more like the sales page rather than a generic MailerLite one. But, you know, for starters, just get the sales page done, get it all linked, and then, you know, then you're good to go. And with all of this, what you've got to remember is it's progress, not perfection. So it's about starting it and then tweaking it and changing it. You know, when I think about all the years ago when I used to offer freebies, they were so basic compared to what I do now, and I didn't have a welcome email sequence. You know, we have nurture sequences that we talk about. You know, you've probably signed up for somewhere and then you've got maybe 3 or 4 emails after, and that's like a nurture sequence. But I didn't do any of that. But again, this is something that we do cover in Raise Your Vibe and Thrive Society. So we've got videos to cover all of the MailerLite sign-ups and creating your freebies as well. So I really do hope that this video is, I know it's very small, it's succinct, but it's giving you an idea about what a freebie is. And all I can say is that don't be scared. You know, just do it, have a go. You can always tweak it if it doesn't work out in the way that you wanted it to work, or you decide that you want to do a different freebie. Once you start, it's then much easier to then tweak as you go along. Okay. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you want to hit the subscribe button to find out when I'm doing more videos with regards to spirituality and running a business, and also spiritual subjects as well. And I will say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching.